Rock and roll has a deep rooted history in America, dating as far back as the 1950s, but some of our prior has influenced what we know it to be today, called rock, a culmination of jazz, blues, country, and even classical music has helped to form and shape modern rock music and its diverse elements. Modern bands such as the Foo Fighters still borrow from the blues players and certain riffs, but apply to a vastly different style of music. There are types of rock that sway from genre to genre, such as Mahavishnu Orchestra, a mid-70s jazz rock group that contains elements of popular rock at the time, with jazz chord progressions and leads. Music's past has had such a profound effect on the current times, where a form or group sounds is not specific to one type of rock, it contains elements of traditional blues, ragtime, and even early rockabilly. Joe Morton is proclaimed to be the first person to invent jazz. He was a piano player who took notes from previous classical works and redefined them and worked them as a sound of his own. This is around the pre-World War I era, so just turn of the century. Robert Johnson was another player around the same time as Jelly Roll. He was a slide player. Many myths around him involving selling his soul to the devil for his ability to play so well. He was one of the first traditional blues players around. Such jazz and blues greats influenced his band, the MC5 from Detroit, a proto-punk band from 1969 that took blues changes and elements, but beefed them up a bit and played them twice as fast, some songs being straight rip-offs of previous works. MC5 are an extreme case of what jazz and blues leads up to. Some acts such as Leonard Skinner or the Allman Brothers take direct influences from early blues, but country as well. Rock bands have pushed more country sound at times, and the twang in their voices surely give it away.
Country music is becoming a very broad genre, but there was once a time where it had a very large rock influence. Country rock began with artists such as Leonard Skinner and Bob Dylan, who were both massive in the 60s and 70s. These artists added a more hard rock feel to the music by incorporating electric guitars and much more modern lyrics and rhythms to the music. Country rock has carried its influence strongly into modern country music, along with the more southern and western lyrics from traditional country music. Prior to the country rock movement, country had a more folk and western theme. This was the general birth of country music, which was popularized after the Civil War and continued to elevate until country rock took over. Johnny Cash and John Denver were some of the last traditional country music singers. In the 80s, two artists emerged who brought back the traditional country twang to country music. George Strait and Garth Brooks blasted into 3 decades and counting of popularity, both becoming 2 of the best-selling artists of all time. Garth Brooks was responsible for a more modern change to the genre, resulting in a more upbeat and energetic country music that we know today. Today, country music dominates the industry with relatable and good-feeling music. This genre is very broad, ranging from beach country to the more modern country, with some artists who keep true to the traditional country style. The charts speak for themselves, as traditional country music is still the most popular among the subgenres. Tim McGraw, Toby Keith, Brad Paisley, and Carrie Underwood are just a few leaders in the realm of country music who have primarily kept to their traditional country roots. Others have not kept to the traditional country, as there is a less popular subgenre of country, bro country, that became popular in 2010. Frontrunners of this genre include Florida Georgia Line, Luke Bryan, and Cole Swindell. Although even bro country stays primarily faithful to traditional country lyrics, it includes more of a pop beat to it with a more upbeat tempo.
Changed throughout the years, as it should, with jazz playing a key role as it stems in many popular genres throughout history, such as country and rock, along with many more varieties of music. There have been many time periods that have directly affected the future types of music to follow. And this pattern of various changing genres throughout the history of pop music has and will only continue to broaden as long as there is new music being made.